Good morning, guys. Came on. Find out who's going to need a couple messages today. See who the reading's going to be for. Hair's kind of crazy right now. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. We got the holiday tomorrow, so a lot of y'all got the day off. So I don't personally, but that's okay. Had an interesting night last night. Had fun celebrating a friend's birthday. And then actually was called crazy. So I feel like maybe I'm getting better. I feel like that's when you're called crazy, right? I feel like the more like you kind of like embrace your spiritual gifts, the more people like out here in the world are going to call you crazy, right? Because you're believing in something that's not seen by the naked eye, right? But this is something that exists. It is within this planet. Not just because you can't see it doesn't mean that that energy isn't there, right? We got Leo. All right, Leo. We got the Page of Wands, which is pretty good. That's imagination, inspiration, fresh ideas. This is a person that's like kind of ready to go. They've been inspired. They're like full of passion and they're kind of just ready to jump into whatever this is. So I'm going to pull some of these What's the News cards and we can get a little bit of the... Guess nothing wants to stay today. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on with you guys, Leo. I'm on the cusp, so I kind of consider myself like a partial like Leo. Because really, like anytime we're like calling energy and we're talking about specific signs, we have to think. You got to look at your chart, right? Because in your chart, you can have several signs. You know, a lot of people focus, on the sun sign. But we kind of have to like take a look at it and see what are the aspects we have, because that's going to kind of help us understand ourselves a bit better. I was amazed when I pulled my like birth chart. And like I read some of the descriptions, I was like, oh my God, this is exactly the way I am. So it was pretty informative. All right, let's get some cards for Leo. Dirty money, laundering, steal, and illegal. Uh-oh. I don't know. This is giving like sex worker vibes, honestly. I mean, the image, like, right? Let's see what else we can find out. Let me get some more cards for Leo. Leo energy today. That's too many. Ooh. Lucky break. Good fortune, good things coming. It's giving like a sex worker turning into a model. You know what I'm saying? Like possibly someone that has something to do with dirty money, but something about what happens with that money is where you're going to get that lucky break. Then we've got fed up and black sheep. Over it. Not having it, frustrated, and then black sheep, rebelling, going against expectations. I like the black sheep card. I think that it's very important for us to be original. You know what I mean? It's very important for us to be different. We're different souls and we're all here with a different purpose, right? So we have to embody who we really are so that we can like share those gifts with the world, right? Because those gifts are given to you and those passions are given to you. Okay. Knight of Wands was upside down. Let's see if he comes out again. I'm not going to pull him. I'm just going to... mix these up a bit and see what we get for dirty money. Laundering steel. Tell me about dirty money. Tell me about dirty money. Oh. Okay. It's quite a few. We've got Ace of Pentacles, the Star, Chariot, Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords. So for me, this looks like someone made an offer to a star, possibly a Cancer sign. I would say Cancer or Aquarius, right? Someone has made a dirty offer to you, to this, like, it feels like it's to a Cancer sign. We've got the Chariot, and then we've got the Knight of Cups coming in. That's an offer. But it looks like you might be in your Queen of Swords energy and you're turning this offer down, right? You got your sword up, cautious, right? Because kind of we gotta protect our energy like at all times. And I'm sorry, but as a woman, I feel like sometimes you gotta be just like ready. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to have your guard up like all the time because you know people like to play around and play games with you. So it looks like this dirty offer, I'm not sure if it was like payment for sex or, you know, something weird like that. But it looks like somebody made that offer, and then that could be a Libra or a Scorpio that made that offer to that Cancer or Aquarius sign. But this is someone that's in the public eye. This is a star. This is someone who makes videos. This is someone who posts some type of content on like social media or something. And it looks like that's where they saw you. And they got interested in you. And now they're bringing you this offer, but it's dirty money. You know, dirty money, I mean, can be different for different people, right? Because it depends on what your values are. If you don't see anything wrong with like having sex with someone for money, then that wouldn't be considered dirty money for you, right? It could then have to do with laundering money or with drug money. I mean, there's like so many different ways you can go with it, but that's what it looks like. It looks like there was a dirty offer made to this star, this person that's in the public eye. Could be Aquarius or Cancer, and then that person bringing it in looks like Libra or Scorpio. And it doesn't look like you're going for the offer, right? You still got your sword up, thinking clearly. Now let's see. Let's see what the lucky break is. Okay, tell me about the lucky break for Leo. What's the lucky break for Leo? Okay. We've got the Emperor and the Four of Pentacles. How is this a lucky break? Well, looking at it, we got the Emperor and we got the Four of Pentacles, right? Which the Four of Pentacles is like holding on. Usually it's kind of like holding on to money. Sometimes like it can have to do with you having like lower resources. So you're trying to hold on to every dime that you have. But then we got it coming in with the Emperor card. And we got to remember like the Emperor is like basically the highest male figure in the deck. So he's embodying all four kings. So this is a person that is independent, smart. Usually a parent has basically domain over a particular family, a group, a business, something like that, right? So when I put it together with good fortune, to me, it feels like someone who possibly like works with money. That's how it feels. It feels like someone who works with money so they know how to hold on to it. You get what I'm saying? And that would be a lucky break. I mean, speaking either even as a male or a female, right? This emperor, if you're a male and you're with, looking for a female or whatever, it would be the empress. So the gender doesn't matter. But that would be a lucky break if you're a single person, for you to meet this person, right? Because this is a person that is well established, they're responsible, and they know how to hold on to their money. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to save. So this possibly can be a person that's very financially stable, very abundant. Now let's find out about fed up. Over it, not having it, frustrated. Tell me about fed up for Leos. All right, Leo. I see that strength card keeps trying to pop out. Oh, we got two. Okay, fed up. Oh my gosh. Woo, we got 7 of Swords. Ugh, deception together with the Lover's card. It looks like you are freaking fed up over being deceived, being lied to, being tricked, people cheating. You are fed up with this nonsense, and I don't blame you. Totally fed up. And I mean, it explains itself, right? You're tired of being in relationships where there's lies, dishonesty, trickery. It's too much. It's too much. It gets tiring. And I understand, fed up, frustrated, not having it. You're over it. You're over it. And possibly you're looking for some good fortune here to turn things around for you, right? Let's see what we get with Black Sheep. This last card. Let's see what we can get. All right, tell me about Black Sheep. Oh, for Leo. I didn't even get to finish. And I got a celebration card. Delight, celebration, parties, friendship, going against expectations. What we got here? Oh, okay. So we've got at the bottom of the deck, we got the 7 of Cups. Right? And the 7 of Cups is all about like choices and opportunities. And this, together with this celebration card, I feel like you're celebrating that you have several opportunities coming in. There's so many different things that you can do in this life, right? And don't worry about being a black sheep, right? Because even in general, I feel like Leos are a bit different in general than a lot of other signs, because they're so like bright. They embody themselves. They're kind of in a way like actors. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so full of like that passion and energy, all that fiery energy, right? And then now you've got all these choices, all these opportunities. So this is your time. Don't feel like a black sheep. You don't have to go with what everyone else does, right? Because we started with this fiery energy, right? This imagination, this passion, the Page of Wands, right? The passion to start something new, creativity, and to kind of like to go. That when you get that idea and you just fall in love with that idea, that passion that you have to just go and like take flight with it, right? And sometimes there are ideas that are not like typical things. Kind of like me, what I'm doing right now. This isn't typical, but for me, it's like it brings me so much happiness. And even though a lot of people, even family, call me crazy because I get messages, or because I'm intuitive, or because I feel things before they happen. But it's who I am. Like, I can't be any other way. You know what I'm saying? I've been like this always, forever, since I was a child. So it's like, even though no matter what I get called, that's not going to change who I am. I have to be this. This is what I was called to be here, right? Every soul is called here to be and do different things. I was called to be this way. And just like I'm this way, whatever unique qualities you have, you need to embody those. You were called to be that way. Whether people call you a black sheep or not, it doesn't matter, right? Because this is your journey. Like, it's not their journey. You can't let anyone dictate your journey. Like, we're here for one cycle, right? And yeah, we have multiple, I believe that we do have multiple lives in different places. But two lives are never going to be the same because the circumstances of that life change every time you come here or every time you go anywhere and you embody or you incarnate anywhere. It's going to be different. You're in a different family. You're in a different location. Your financial means are different, right? So you have this opportunity in this life right here, right now. And you feel these things within you. Don't hide them. Don't let them stay in there. This is your chance, right? This is your chance to embody your full self and show who you really are. Take these opportunities. Try different things. You never know. You might fall in love with something. And we got the King of Cups right underneath that. Person that is very balanced, very stable emotionally. You're in a good place to try this. Try something different. Try something that you're passionate about. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. I love you guys, and I'm going to get off. I got to run to an appointment. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day and a nice holiday if you don't see my next video. Take care. Bye.